Hey everyone, this is Pete. We're doing something a little bit different today. I felt like playing some Game Boy games because some interesting ones have just been added to the Nintendo Switch Online app for the Game Boy. One of which particularly captured my attention, which is The Sword of Hope by Kemco from 1991. The story of Prince Theo who bears the mark of the Chosen One. This role-playing game was released for the Game Boy in 1991 and features Prince Theo as its protagonist, who was born with a dagger-shaped birthmark on his arm, the mark of the Chosen One. As the Chosen One, you must set out to find a Sword of Hope which is said to have the power to defeat the darkness. With it, you will save the land from the king, once good and mighty, but now possessed by evil. Press on using the magic and weapons at your disposal to defeat the creatures who block your path. 3 commands will be essential for your adventure. Look allows you to inspect people in your surroundings to get information, and Open allows you to open treasure chests to find precious items. Using Hit carelessly may lead to someone getting angry with you, but sometimes it can yield unexpected results. Right, yes. The reason I found myself attracted to this game was I saw someone describe it online as being like an RPG crossed with the old Icom Simulations adventure games. So things like Deja Vu, Uninvited, Shadowgate, that sort of thing. And that immediately intrigued me because I thought that was a really good combination of things to explore. And this wasn't a game that I'd heard of before. So I was quite keen to give it a go. So we're going to give it a go today. So let's fire it up. The Sword of Hope. New game will continue. No options or anything to worry about, so let's just get straight to it. Prologue. Here is the legend of one chosen by destiny, who must destroy a looming darkness, returning the light of a kingdom. There was a brave king who ruled the peaceful country of Rikar, who, one day, became overwhelmed by an evil dragon. The dragon had once been bound by the hex of a sword, thrust into the heart of his likeness. But the beast was able to instill strong visions of wisdom and power in the king, which brought forth the hidden evil in his heart. The dragon soon had complete control of him. The possessed king was then urged to remove the sword from the ancient painting, and when he did, darkness spilled over the land. The country declined greatly as fear in its people increased. The dragon summoned the evil power, Mammon, and commanded that he turn the people into trees. It was truly dark across the land. But there was a ray of light, the birth of Prince Theo. The king grew very angry at the prince, for on his left arm was a birthmark shaped like a dagger. This omen made the king rage, until one day he drew his sword with intent to bring it down on the prince. A brave knight named Pascal was astonished and risked his programming career to rescue Prince Theo. Pascal then fled with the prince to the forest. For fortunately, there were 3 powerful magicians who, to prevent the evil from spreading, concealed the king and his castle underground. One of the magicians had retrieved the Sword of Hope, which had been pulled from the painting then. 3 magicians secured themselves behind locked gates. Time has passed. The tide is turning. Now a truly important mission awaits you.
Theo, you are big enough to live by yourself, so get out of my house. In truth, I've kept something from you. Listen well. The darkness rules this country, and changed its people into trees, except for me for some reason. Only one of royal blood can save the king from the darkness. Only you. One of the 3 magicians has the Sword of Hope. Using it, you can destroy the darkness. They locked the gates of their own land strongly, and attempted to send the keys to you by pigeon. They were intercepted by helpers of the darkness, so that you may fail. Theo! The travel may be hard, but at any risk, go find the Sword of Hope. I said the thing and the thing, so you have to do it now. If tired, visit Shaman using the magic teleport. It's often said his crystal ball tells truth, but don't look at his fleshy ball. He likes to get that out every so often. You can listen to the message and rest well. Now, get ready for your travel. Good luck.
You wear the copper armor and probite sword. You bring white wheat, herb, and a magic book with you. Now you may travel. Okay, so how do we do stuff then? Presumably an automatic message during the battle. Okay, so we just move the cursor around with the directional pad. So we can say, look, in room. It's the room with the memories of your 15 years with the old man. Look at the old man. The old man begins to speak to you.
Oh, Prince Theo, only you can save this world from the darkness. Though difficult, find the Sword of Hope with all your power. I look forward to your obtaining it.
Okay. So, what do these other options do? So use... So we can use our items from there. B to go back. Magic, we have the teleport magic to get to the shaman. Power... Oh, it's just our stats. So sword, probite, armor, copper, dexterity 7, stamina 8, agility 12, maximum hoop and mip both 20 rather. To rise to the next level, you need 10 experience points. Alright, so we can go south or east. Let's go east. So we're now in the mill room. Look at the wall. Something seems strange. Nah, it couldn't be. It's just a plain wall. Of course it is. Of course it is. That's why you pointed out. Stone mill. It's just a typical millstone. There is nothing special about it. Hit the wall. You hit it. Nothing happens. You hit it. Nothing happens. Okay. What does this do? You read the magic book. Normal magic. Teleport. ... You haven't read the book of battle magic yet. Okay. Open wall? It won't open. Open the stone mill. It is extremely heavy. It is impossible to move. Okay, so I guess we can't do anything here just yet. Maybe? Old man house. Look at the wall. A vertical wall is in front of your eyes. That's good, isn't it? Front door. It's a large wooden door. Okay. There's a dot on east. What does that mean? I guess we'll find out. Oh? Just now someone called out your name. Prince Theo, please listen to our story. But as you look around, you see no one. Could the trees be talking? Probably, given that they're people. An enemy appears! Moth. Alright, well, let's fight. Moth attacks. You are hurt by 1 point. Theo attacks. Moth sustained 4 points damage and Moth is defeated. 1 point of experience and 2 gold. Very nice. Look, trees. A tree whispers. Prince Theo! The force of darkness... It's not very tree-like voice, is it? The force of darkness suddenly turned us into trees. We've been here so long, we don't know how much time has passed. Please, help us to return to our real likeness as soon as possible. We will do all we can to help you. We'll do anything, if you know what I mean. If you want to know something, listen and we will tell you. Okay. How can I get girls? A tree whispers. Prince Theo, the force of darkness suddenly turned us into trees. We've been here so long we don't know how much time has passed and we can't tell you how to get girls because we're trees. Please! Yes, you've said all this. Okay, grass. There is something in the grass. Ugh. Staring at it, it's an animal's... poo, I imagine. Okay, so nothing to do there, I guess. Let's keep going east. Shaman house. Look at the front door. It's a large wooden door. Open the front door. You open front door. So now we can go north. There's a shaman wrapped up in a black mantle. Look in the room. You are inside an eerie, dimly lit room. The whole room has a terrible stench. The shaman speaks.
I am almighty. I will pray to return your power. Will you pay me 5 gold?
No, I don't have 5 gold.
Then go and be careful.
Look at the crystal ball. Shaman speaks.
I will give you a message from my crystal ball. Remember it without fail.
NF3X. I feel like I should probably write that down somewhere. And I have not had the foresight to bring a notepad, but I do have sticky notes on my computer. So bear with me one moment. NF3X XVJ Infinity HW4Z RBXC. I assume this is a password. What? The crystal ball says you have a good future. But don't let your guard down. Go carefully. Okay, fair enough. So I assume that's how you save your game in this, with a password, because there doesn't appear to be like a conventional save system. A manual message during the battle. Oh, okay, so start and select switch between manual and automatic messages in battle. Let's leave it on manual so we've got time to read them. Let's go south this time. Look at the surroundings. A moth and a skeleton are battling far away. What to do? They come toward you. You must escape quickly. Alright, let's head back north again, because I don't think we had a look around here, did we? Or did we? I think we did. Did we? The tree whispers. Yes, it's this again. Yes, yes, we know. Alright. There's that dot again. I don't know what that means. Look at the tree. A tree whispers.
Prince, listen. You can read the magic text after some experience.
And the dot has moved again. Does that mean there's a battle there? An enemy is in your way. Yes, that is what that means. It's a moth. Fight. Moth attacks. You are hurt by 1 point. Theo attacks. Moth sustained 5 damage. Moth is defeated. You get 1 gold. This battle increased your experience 1 point. Good stuff. So let me just check that means what I think it means. Okay, so the dot there does mean that there's an enemy there. Moth attacks. Moth blows out poisonous powder. The attack doesn't affect Theo. Theo attacks. And absolutely murders the moth. It's nice to have a level 1 hero who actually has some capabilities. You got 2 experience for that for some reason. Okay, anyway, let's go west. Beyond this gate is the Magician Martel's domain. Look at the tree. A tree whispers. 3 magicians have protected the country for a long time. The castle is absorbed in the darkness, but it has been sunken deep because of their power. Okay. Look at the gate. It's a sturdy iron-barred gate. It's securely locked. Of course it is, so that means we can't open it, presumably. It won't open. You can't open it without the key. Alright. That's as clear a signal as any to come back later. An enemy is in your way. Fight! The attack doesn't affect Theo. Theo attacks. Well, moths are pretty terrible then. Ooh, excuse me. Right. Oh, another one. I was about to say there don't seem to be random encounters in this, but I guess there are. Theo is affected by the poison. Theo attacks. This battle increased your experience 2 points. So I wonder if the experience points you get are affected by what happens in the battle. So am I still poisoned? It doesn't look like it. So I guess poison just applies in the battle. An enemy appears. Kill him. The attack did nothing to Theo. Well, we are murdering moths and we need to kill 1 or 2 more to get a level, so that's nice. Look around, look at the tree. The tree whispers. Prince Theo, I really saw it. A terribly big tree monster raged about in the square. It forcibly took what looked like a key from the pigeon. An enemy appears. It's a moth. Theo is affected by the poison. Oh no. But it's okay. Because defeating monsters magically cures your poison. Look at the path. You watch path. There's herb. You get herb. Alright. Onwards to the east. Look at the trees. A tree whispers. Prince Theo. Your mother, Queen Remy, was a very, very kind lady. Or so I've heard. That's certainly... your mum. She kept the ruby charm sent to her with great care. Good. Look at the grass. The grass looks wet with dew. An enemy appears. Moth blows out poisonous powder. The attack doesn't affect Theo. You get 1 gold. This battle increased your experience 1 point. Your power level increases. You remember the spell of Fireball. That sounds like it will be useful. Let's go north. In the forest. Look at the tree. The tree whispers. Prince Theo. You know the Poliniac swordsman legend, don't you? I'm afraid I don't. He was a brave swordsman defeated by the darkness. He then died of an epidemic illness. I assume that's meant to be epidemic. But he still cared for his country, however, and watched it from heaven. When King Hennessy broke the darkness seal by mistake, it made the swordsman mourn deeply. His tears poured down like rain on the forest for a long time. Soaked by the raining tears, we sympathize with the sad one. His gravestone is on the outskirts of Martel's domain. You should visit there. An enemy appears! Oh, hello. It's a skeleton. Fireball! Theo attacks. Theo used the Fireball spell. Just then, a Fireball appears and flies at Theo. That's rude. You are hurt by 10 points! Bloody hell. Skeleton attacks. You are hurt by 3 points. Did I hit myself with my own Fireball? If so, that is rude. Use a herb. You eat herb. Theo's magic points have been increased. Well, that's not helpful, is it? Another enemy appears. What is this? Escape. You try to escape, but the enemy prevents it. I'm going to die, aren't I? Oh, the moth hit the skeleton with the poison. Interesting. The poison damaged skeleton by 2 points. Skeleton's agility has been decreased by 2 points. Skeleton's dexterity... Wow, poison is nasty. Poison is very nasty. The poison's effect on skeleton has worn off. Okay. Moth attacks. The attack doesn't affect Theo. Skeleton is affected by the poison. You eat wheat. Your health is increased by 20 points. Skeleton attacks. You are hurt by 1 point. The poison damaged skeleton by 2 points. Skeleton's dexterity has been decreased by 1 point. Skeleton's stamina has been decreased by 2 points. The poison's effect on skeleton has worn off. Skeleton is defeated. I didn't touch him. So I hit myself with my own fireball, and then his friend killed him. Good. That's what we like to see. You get 4 gold. This battle increased your experience 5 points. Right, well that went well, didn't it? Let's look at Smulstone. Gold nuggets are mixed with the gravel. It's only a dream, isn't it? An enemy appears. Well, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me one sec. Oh dear, excuse me. Excuse me indeed. Moth sustained 6 points damage. Moth is defeated. You get 2 gold. This battle increased your experience 2 points. I'm going to sneeze again. Oh dear. Must be dusty in here. Let's try going west, even though there's an enemy there. An enemy is in your way. 2 moths. One moth. Another enemy appears. Many moths. The attack doesn't affect Theo or the moth. Theo is poison resistant. Alright, that's 2 of them down. Now for number 3. And they are down. You get 4 gold. This battle increased your experience 6 points. What do we need for the next level? 12 more points. Ah! An enemy appears. Alright, let's get rid of the moth. Do we want to get rid of the moth, or do we want to fight the skeleton? Because the moth killed the skeleton last time. Let's fight the skeleton. Oh. Oh, interesting. Interesting, they fight each other. That is interesting. Because it said you saw a moth and a skeleton fighting each other, and then... Indeed, there they are. Right, I'd love to go west, but there's like apparently an entire army of monsters in the way. Alright, good. West? No. Is this the signal that I should not be going west? The attack did nothing to Theo. Oh, he dodged. How rude. Oh my god. Enough! Just let me go west. I bet there's nothing here after all this. West! Quick! Forest shop. Look at the front door. It's a large wooden door. Open the door. You open front door. In we go. You are inside the forest shop. Look in the shop. There are lots of things for sale in the store. Who will buy them all? How about you? Look at the mistress. The mistress begins to speak to you. Are you going to buy something? Yes. Okay, so we know that wheat cures hit points and herbs cure magic points. What about barley though? Let's see if I can find the manual online. Bear with me one moment. Sword of Hope manual. Let's see if the manual provides any insights. Barley and wheat will improve your health, and herb will increase your magic points. Okay. Wheat already cured me by 20 hit points, so I think we can probably get away with that now. Oh, well, there's silver armor there as well. Might be worth saving that up. I'm going to get 1 wheat to replace the one I used. You get wheat. Are you going to buy something else? No. But I will come back for that armor at some point when I've got 50 gold. An enemy appears. Although the rate we're going, that's going to take a little while to get to get 50, isn't it? Kill the moth. Moth is defeated. Oh, level 3. You remember the spell of Stripple. Okay. Does it say what that does in the manual? The manual's pretty bare bones, actually. Most of it consists of like a walkthrough at the beginning of the game, which is nice, sure, particularly for this kind of game. But it might be nice to have some actual reference material. So if I use the magic text, you read the magic book. Normal magic, teleports, battle magic, fireball, stripple. Okay. Well, let's see what Stripple then does then, shall we? Theo attacks. Theo used the Stripple spell. The attack doesn't affect Skeleton. Good. Well, that was good, wasn't it? The attack hits a vital part of Skeleton. His cock. Skeleton sustained 10 points of damage to the cock. Skeleton is defeated. You get 3 gold. Okay, now we got 24 gold. That's nice. Right, to the northeast. And oh look, there's an enemy in the way. Another skeleton. I laugh in the face of skeletons. You get 3 gold. This battle increased your experience 2 points. Okay, look around. Tree. Oh, we haven't moved. Prince Theo, yes. Yes, we know. He died of a misspelled illness. Visit his gravestone. Okay. If we can find it. Look around at the tree. A tree whispers. Prince Theo, you know our country's castle is under this forest. It concerns me not. I'll always be a tree, never human again. Oh, not with that attitude, you won't. Beyond this gate is the magician Camu's domain. Look at the hedge. The stone wall is very high. You think it is impossible for you to get over it. An enemy appears. It's a moth. And he dodged my attack. How very rude. $10 damage, obliterating the moth. 1 gold and 1 experience. Good. Look at the gate. It's a sturdy iron-barred gate. It's securely locked, because of course it is. Okay, back to the south then. Let's have a look to the east. An enemy is in your way. And another one. I can see that potentially getting annoying in the long term, particularly when something like this happens. But at the moment, I'm quite liking this. I like the feeling of exploring in adventure game style while doing role-playing gamey things. I think that's a nice blend of things. Squirrel. Look at the tree. A tree whispers. Martel's domain has a worship site where we can get inspiration. Long ago, the old forest shopkeeper woman went there. But now, nobody goes there. That's interesting. Look at the path. There is nothing special on the floor. Square. Look at the square. The plaza is completely quiet. For some unknown reason, you're getting bad vibes. Look at the tree. It's a really tall tree. Looking up to its top will give you a pain in the neck. Well, let's punch the tree. That seems like a good idea, doesn't it? Punch the tree. Gong! Suddenly, a treant attacks you. This seems like a good time to use a fireball and probably hit myself, but let's see. Treant attacks. Treant used the pillar group spell. Oh, pillage hit points. Theo's health is decreased by 9 points and is added to Treant. Treant's health is recovered by 9 points, except he hasn't been hurt, so... Just then a fireball appears and flies at Treant. Treant sustained 15 points of damage. Right, should probably wheat it up. Oh no, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Pillage Ass. Treant used the Pillage Ass spell. Theo's agility has been decreased by 4 points. Treant's agility has been increased by 4 points. Oh, he's taking my stamina as well. He's pillaging my stats. You eat wheat. Your health is increased by 23 points. Alright. Another fireball? Another fireball. You're hurt by 11 points. Ouch. Theo used the fireball spell. Just then, a fireball appears and flies at Treant. Treant sustained 28 points of damage. He's not dead. This could be a problem. You're hurt by 10 points. Fireball, come on, kill him, please. Just then, a fireball appears and flies at Treant. Treant sustains 16 points of damage and is dead. Thank goodness for that. Treant is defeated. You get 6 gold. This battle increased your experience 9 points. Help!
I was bad.
It's got the right voice ring.
I was bad. I'll be good from now on. Please, no more torture.
Stop setting fire to me. Treant gives you Martel's key while crying big tears. You get key M. That sounds like progress. Right. We should try and get back to the shop and get some more healing. An enemy is in your way. We should also see if we can ask the shopkeeper about that worship site. Right. The shop was back this way, wasn't it? An enemy is in your way. Yeah, we're ripping through them now. This battle increased your experience 4 points. You are inside the forest shop. Look at the mistress. The mistress begins to speak to you. Oh, again? I'm happy you come often. Serving you is my pleasure. The treasure chest is in the back of the store. There is an old scroll in it. It has no value to me. So if you want, take it. By the way, let's change the subject. Are you going to buy something? Yes. Let's get... Oh, I'm so close to the silver armor. But I do need healing. I do need some healing. Not for now. Right, let's go north and have a look at this treasure chest then. Hidden room! Look at the wall. Something seems strange. Nah, it couldn't be. It's just a plain wall. Look at the chest. A lot of dust is piled up on the lid. Could this be the treasure chest the storekeeper told you of? I imagine so. Open the chest. You open chest. It contains the scroll that tells how to decode the spell. The spell shows how to speak inspiration. How to seek inspiration, even. You remember the spell of grace. What does that do then? Use the grace spell. But nothing happens. Okay, fair enough. Let's use one of those wheats for now. That's better. You're inside the first shop. An enemy appears. Right, I feel like we should probably try and get that armor if we can. It's going to mean a bit of grinding. But since we're going to be fighting every few moments anyway. And we'll gain some experience in the process. Another enemy appears. See, we're already up to 39. An enemy appears. $42. Let's go looking for trouble. 2 skeletons. That hopefully means more gold. Another enemy appears. It's a moth. At least the combat has kind of a vague feeling of being fairly dynamic with the enemies appearing and fighting each other. That's quite nice. There's just quite a lot of it, which I can see putting some people off. I don't mind it at all because I am an RPG sicko, as I believe the current vernacular has it. But, you know, some people at this point would probably just want to get on with the adventuring side of things. Level 4. You remember the spell of Fireball too. Good. 48 gold. Beyond this gate is the Magician Camu's domain. Right, we can't go that way yet then. An enemy is in your way. Nice. I think that's enough for the armor. Let's fight our way through this army of moths and skeletons. I'm going to purchase some nice armor. Being affected by the poison. Theo is already poisoned. Not too bright, are you, moths? But that's okay. I'm fine with that. More enemies! Right. West. North. You are inside the first shop. Yes, I am. The mistress begins to speak to you. Are you going to buy something? Yes, give me your armor. You pay 50 gold. You get the silver and wear it. Are you going to buy something? I may as well get another healing item while I'm at... Oh, that gets more expensive. Interesting. Fine. Right, so we need to head back to the other magician's place. An enemy is in your way. An enemy appears once again. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot, actually. There's something I really like about the Game Boy. And I think it's specifically to do with its limitations. With how low resolution the screen is. It has to really sort of pack information in onto the screen. And that means developers sometimes have to get a little bit creative about how they present information and such like. But it also makes for an experience that I find is curiously... I don't know if intimate is the right word, but it's very involving. There's something about this simplistic presentation that is very, very compelling and very involving and makes me feel like I want to see more. Like I want to see more of this game and see where it goes. So I think what we might do, since I'm enjoying myself, why don't we do a proper playthrough of this? What I'll do is I'll get to the gate that we can unlock with the key, and then we'll call it a day there. And then we'll continue from there in a subsequent episode. Because I think this is going to be worth playing all the way through. Because it's enjoyable, it's an interesting game that I don't think many people are super familiar with. And I think it's well worth exploring. So let's explore it. If I could just get through these hordes of enemies. Still, we're getting lots of experience and we're getting lots of gold. And I'm sure that's going to be very useful in the long term. Just let me go west, please. Yeah, this is the one slightly frustrating aspect. It's because in an old console or handheld RPG where you have random encounters, you can still be moving around and making progress between those battles. Whereas in this, if the enemies are repeatedly blocking the path, that means you're stuck in one location until you can get past them. Or presumably if you go the other way and then come back and they might not be there anymore. I guess that's another option. Beyond this gate is the magician Martel's domain. Use the key. Used key M. Click. You got it. It is unlocked. Martel's gate is open. You enter the domain where Martel lives. Right. Okay. So, what we're going to do, if I can remember how to do it, is we're going to save our position here. Create as a send point. Just so we don't have to faff around with passwords and so on. And then we'll pick this up another time because I'm enjoying myself here. This is a cool little game that I would like to see more of, and I hope you feel the same way because you're going to see more of it. But anyway, yes, this was Sword of Hope, which you can play now on Nintendo Switch Online on the Game Boy app. It's by Kemco. It's not a common game or not a game that I've seen a lot of people talk about. Let's put it that way. Let's just, out of curiosity, have a look at prices for an original Game Boy version of it, because I don't know if this is a Game Boy, if this is a rare game or not. So at CEX in this country, an unboxed version for Game Boy, just the cartridge, goes for £10, which suggests that it's not common. It's not super rare, but it's not particularly common either. But yeah, tenner. Well worth seeking out if you've got a Game Boy, or if you've got the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, you can just play it on there. Anyway, let's leave that there for today. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.